Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live stream of the Game 4 between the Washington Capitals and Montreal Canadiens. So, Jaws is rooting for the Habs to tie up the series, and I'll be rooting for the Capitals to take a 3-1 series lead. How's everybody doing? Let's see. So in the early games, the Blues beat the Jets 5-1. And then the game that just ended, the Hurricanes beats the Devils 5-2. So the series between the Blues and Jets is now tied at 2, and the Hurricanes have taken a 3-1 series lead against the Devils.
The Jets and the Kings were 1 second away from clinching out of the Devils. My apologies.
All right, so here we are, Washington Capitals and Montreal Canadiens. Game 4 has apparently not even started yet. It is 6:30. It is 6:33, and on Max, the Capitals and Canadiens game has not even started yet. They haven't even started the event coverage. Yeah, the Devils are now 3-1. So next game between the Canes and Devils will be do or die time for the Devils. The Lakers blew it. They are down 3-1 to the Timberwolves. Also, the refs admitted that they missed a foul on Detroit's final 3-point attempt in the game in which they just lost to the Knicks. It was a 1-point game, so if the foul had been called, the Pistons would have had a chance to shoot at the foul line and potentially take the lead. So the puck drop is at 6:40, so that's only about 5 minutes away. Okay, good.
So what do we know about the goalies?
I'm not sure.
I know we didn't hear anything since yesterday about who might what. I mean, I gotta assume I know Logan Thompson's not in.
Oh, apparently Jax Olbrich, the son of Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich has released a statement apologizing for his prank call to Shedeur Sanders during the draft. Yeah.
Man, how drunk do you gotta be?
He not only prank called him,
Right.
but him and his friends recorded themselves making the prank call and posted it on social media for clout. Yeah.
How dumb do you gotta be? Man. All right. Right back. This is one of my water.
Montreal has to play fast. You want to be physical play, you move the puck quickly, and you make sure you've got good support on the puck and you're going. Don't let Washington dictate the pace of the game by being physical. Montreal has to keep doing what they're doing. Play fast.
Big story for me is the goaltending.
Yeah,
You just like there. Losing the goalies. You saw both goalies leave the game. I want to know who's going to start for both teams.
I just did it in the comment. I literally just said it. Thanks for paying attention.
Where to go?
Anyway.
Clearly don't
All
listen
right,
to you.
yeah.
Clearly
You
don't
guys,
listen to
you guys straight brains today?
I'm saying I want to know going into this game who's going to be playing.
Oh, no,
That's what I wanna know.
backtrack. Yeah,
That's
you
exactly
listen to what I said.
Sure, I don't listen to you. That's right. That's right. I thought business talk was listening to you.
Logan Thompson is back, which is amazing considering he barely put weight on that leg. Yeah. Yeah. And then Sam Montembeault is out, and it will be the kid. It'll be Jakob Dobish in the other net for Montreal. So 23-year-old Logan Thompson back. But yeah, I mean, you have to wonder.
Let's see.
What he did in the past games.
Yeah, well, but it's more about the guys in front of them.
So Montembeault is out in game 4. Jakob Dobish will start for the Canadiens. So that's one goalie. Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson will be starting game 4. Holy shit. What in the hell? Anderson, the goalie for Carolina, is hurt and questionable for next game. Yeah,
Anderson's always hurt.
Montembeault is the one who's out, and Logan Thompson will be playing.
How can he be playing with what happened the other night? Oh, crap.
Hello, Bobby Ray K.
I did not expect that. I wonder how remember Omar played against the Panthers that year, and he was still clearly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They must really have no confidence in Lindgren. I mean,
Tony says, yeah. So yeah, Anderson got hurt, and Kochetkov, I think Kochetkov only allowed 1 goal on the 14 shots he faced
right
today against the Devils.
Well, yeah, Anderson gets hurt a lot. I can't believe that Thompson is actually in. I mean, he could barely put any weight on it.
Josh Hernandez says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, bud.
Hello.
I gotta go get myself one more sweetener packet. Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, we did get a chance to chat with him. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to run that interview later on tonight and put it on social media. But he said the important thing is when you're in a scrum like that, you see a ball that spills on to the bench, stay in your weight class, right? Find someone in your weight class. Don't go off the class.
Bolvar says that Devils player is going to have a hearing. I just know it's the NHLPA doesn't care about skaters getting hit, but they smashed the emergency glass button with goalies. Yeah, Toronto and Winnipeg might choke their series. Well, Winnipeg is just looking especially.
Yeah, Winnipeg. I'd be a lot more worried if I was Winnipeg.
Josh Hernandez says tomorrow's game is huge. How are you guys feeling about it? We're feeling fine.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine about it. I don't think in any even when we went up 2-1 or 2-0, I didn't have any delusions that we were going to sweep the Lightning. You know what I mean? Even if we win yesterday and go up 3-0, I guarantee we would have lost Game 4. We're not sweeping Tampa. So you win tomorrow, everything is cool. You lose tomorrow, I'm gonna sell my van and buy a houseboat and disappear.
Bolvar says Hellebuyck is not a playoff goalie. He's a regular season award winner.
Yeah, at some point you gotta win in the postseason. I think they'll eke it out. Okay,
Hello, Daniel Barry.
let's go, stupid Dolphins. All right, I gotta get the stream going on my phone so that I make sure nobody else gets hacked.
So much emotion, so much intensity, aside from battles and good hits. There were great goals. Ovechkin had a goal, Caulfield had a goal, but now it's game 4. And the key is who can use the energy to their advantage. Montreal wants
Yeah, good thing I didn't stream Marlins. They lost 14-0 yesterday. Bolvar says in the playoffs. Oh, it started.
Starting.
Bolvar says in the playoffs, Hellebuyck has had only 2 games where he did not allow 3 goals or more. That's laughably bad for somebody that is claimed to be the best goalie in hockey. So still no Patrick Laine for the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so here we go. Austin says hello.
Hey, buddy.
Tony says if Toronto loses the series, the whole organization may go out of business.
All right, Dovish. You got to do the job. They need to get pucks on Logan Thompson because he can't be healthy.
Tom Wilson already with the shoulder hit. Bolvar says Laine was so good for a couple years with the Jets, and he just vanished and never came back. He's washed now, and that's sad.
Oh, damn, that's like flying.
Duhaime unable to get the puck now. Canadians dump in. Duhaime, Dowd, and Roy were looking for the puck. Now Dowd moves through center ice with Duhaime on his right. Gooley gets hit by Duhaime. Dowd centers, but no Capitals players can collect that. Chychrun sends it up ahead. Ovi can't reach it. Chychrun dumps the puck in again. And this time, the Caps might get possession in the zone. Strome tried to center. Strome has the puck taken away from him. Now it rolls right back to him. Van Riemsdyk chooses to send it around the boards. Yeah, game 4 will get super chippy between, because Tkachuk and Hagel will both be on the ice.
Yep.
Mike Matheson dumps the puck in. Drafted by Florida in 2012.
Yep. Whoop. Oh.
Logan Thompson makes the save.
Is a penalty coming up? Is it on Washington?
They called Alexia for interference. Right there.
They call that interference?
Apparently.
Okay, then. Oh, we need to get a big goal here.
So the Canadiens are on the power play with 17:13 to go in the first. Alexiev in the box. Alexiev's first name is literally Alex. Alex. Caulfield shot blocked by Duhaime. Dowd will try to send it out, and he does. Russell Bleed in Blue says, "Let's go.
Hey,
we
buddy.
tied the series."
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you guys. Bolvar says, "I watched the Chara hit on Pacioretty where his face smashed into the divider that separated to two benches. The fact he was their captain and just didn't do anything is rough." Now, which moments in that hockey history is he talking about?
I'm not 100% sure, kiddo. Some of this stuff I remember, but
Yeah.
if it didn't happen to the Panthers, some of the memories are vague.
Austin.
I don't remember half the Panthers did last year. Did we win the cup?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. We should do it again so I can remember it this time.
Austin asks, "Will we do Kings and Oilers?"
That is to be determined. It's to be determined.
Duhaime centers it.
Jeez, is Montreal on a power play or not? Am I going to have to start bitching and complaining again? Huh?
Matheson drops it back for his teammate. New hook over to Suzuki. Suzuki looking over to Matheson. Now Carlson sends it out of the zone. McMichael just flips it in. So the Capitals kill off the penalty. 15 minutes to go in the first. Each team has had just one shot on goal. I hope the entire game is not like this. Matheson tried to set up Dvorak on the rush. Carrier the shot turned away. $14 and a half to go in the first. It was the Boston Canadiens game in 2011. He got a concussion and fractured vertebra, and Chara got no suspension for the hits.
Okay. Yeah, 2011. That was the year you started watching Panthers again.
Goat Slayers.
Not again, but for the first time.
Goat Slayer says, "Hey fellas, on Jaws sides today. Go Habs, wear down the Caps. Ottawa needs to get another win as well."
Yes, agreed.
I agree about Ottawa, not so much about the Habs.
We heard before the game, Tarek, that both organizations have received calls from the National Hockey League essentially telling them, hey, cut it out, hit between the whistles.
Logan Thompson gloves the puck with exactly 14 minutes. Bolvar says, LA, I know you're depressed because the Lakers lost, but please beat McFrauds. Oh, well, the Marlins are just one run down. They were losing by 4 earlier today. How much time is left, Austin?
So you called 2 batters of the Marlins this season, and they both got home runs.
No,
Opponents.
Yeah, 2.
Did you call any outs? You just
Um,
called the 2 home runs and switched out?
I'm not sure. I think I might have called 1 out.
I thought you called 2 home runs in the first 3 pitches. Did you call an out after that?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I was too busy laughing.
It's the 8th inning of that game.
Prices are up, but not at Metro. We lower prices and give you a 5-year price guarantee. One line of unlimited
Now it's the top of the 9th.
Now $40 period and a free 5G phone. In-store, online, or call. Only at Metro.
Oh, I try these. Let's say Clay is a
Okay.
Okay.
We help with cars. Oh, RV coverage. Great. I'm sorry, coverage. Because you never know what is going to.
Oh, yeah, you want to know who Mr. Irrelevant in the NFL draft was? Selected by the Patriots. I kid you not.
Yeah.
His name is Kobe Minor.
Kobe, yeah. They traded to get to him too somehow. I think W. Wrong said they traded down to get to that last spot or something. I put out a Dolphins draft review on the football channel about an hour ago.
A first of its kind, buttery, flaky sandwich that reminds you of when you studied abroad.
Apparently, Hellebuyck has been so bad he's been pulled from a second consecutive postseason game today.
Yeah. You got you Winnipeg. You can't do it again, can you? Jeez.
Ghost Slayer says Dolphins got Quinn Ewers, where I for once don't hate a Dolphins pick.
Yeah.
Well, here's a look at that big hit that Josh Anderson lays on Pierre-Luc Dubois right in front of the Montreal bench. And you think about what a factor the crowd.
That's a big hit?
And that's how you get the crowd.
I don't think that was a big hit. Did that look like a big hit to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, Alex, tied for the series lead in hits. He's shown a lot of pace and a lot of speed on his forecheck as well. That want him to continue with those physical ways.
We'll see if he and Wilson come together again. They've been rivals since junior hockey.
All right, so
Anderson to lift this puck ahead.
Oh.
Couldn't get there in time. Chikrin Shield works it up the wall, back down to the neutral zone of Matheson.
Matheson with the puck passes along. Now it will be Carlson who sends it up to Tom Wilson, but he can't hang on to it.
So far, one shot on goal for Washington.
Chikrin now will flip the puck to the neutral zone. Tom Wilson trying to reach it. Jakub Dobish gloves it.
That's the original battery you put on the charger? This one here? That's on?
Yeah, that's the one I put on.
We got to get out there every day now, one of us for an hour. Should be the one that's trying to lose weight. And the one with good knees. And Tuesday is supposed to be like 80.
I have to do some laundry.
Right.
Sandine with the puck. Sends it through the zone.
Oh,
Oh, man. Strome shot went wide. So that was Suzuki dumping the puck in, but now the Caps send it back out to the neutral zone. Kenobi reach it. No, he
whoa!
nearly flies into the Habs bench. Bolvar says if Quinn Ewers ever plays like he did 2 seasons ago, Tua will be out of a job if he suffers another injury.
Yeah, well, I don't have much expectations for that team this year. Ovi just missed. He was going for the hit, and he just missed. That's funny.
Damn, Mariners win. Let's see. Puck sent up ahead. Apparently, they called that icy.
Yeah.
Bolvar says, my only expectation is who's getting Waddle at the deadline.
Right.
Yeah, I do not think Waddle would be shipped at the deadline. Carlson tries to feed it up ahead, but it goes into the corner. Beauvillier now sends it around. Puck intercepted by 72. That player is not on there.
Yeah.
Armia had kept it alive, but now Carlson sends it up ahead. Ovechkin trying to keep the puck on his stick. Who is in net for Capitals in Montreal? For the Capitals, it's still Logan Thompson. For the Habs, it's Jakub Dobish. Marlins wasted a great game from Agustin Ramirez. He had 2 home runs today. I remember when pitching used to be a strength of the Marlins. Sandin with the puck. Back to Roy. Roy will send it up to the neutral zone, but it's intercepted. McMichael with the puck. Shot deflected. He will reach it behind the net, and he falls down.
Mm.
10 minutes exactly to go in the first. There's just been 4 combined shots on goal between the 2 teams. Yay.
Yeah.
Did you pull up the chat on your phone?
Yeah.
Dubois with the puck. Roy sent a shot on net, but it was blocked in front. Slavkovsky dumps the puck in. Logan Thompson will just let... it goes over to Pierre-Luc Dubois. He skates across center ice. Beauvillier with the puck. He shoots. Dobis makes the save. Now the puck is stuck in the corner. Dubois and Beauvillier trying to reach it. Dubois.
Oh,
Oh, man.
oh, he just missed. I gotta
Carlos.
get a new battery for that Surface Pro. It just died. It won't even recharge if I want to be able to use it.
Beauvillier circles.
That would really
Strome sends it wide.
would be a lot easier than me looking at the chat on my phone. I can type responses, so I'm gonna see about how much a battery would cost.
Duhaime with the puck. Oh, man, he nearly stole it right in front of Dobish.
Really?
Are they going to call the Capitals again?
No, I think they're getting Montreal. Who are they getting?
All
I hate when they go to commercial without telling us who the penalty is. Damn it. Oh, you need to buy us box seats for all the games so we could just be there.
Well, if we're at the games, we're not live streaming them.
No, you get the suite at the arena and you call the game and call it from the arena. That's what pays for the suite. I tried. I guess Dunkin' Donuts it is.
You think I have the money to buy box suites at every game?
I'm not being serious, Kyle.
I know.
Huh? But if I was, you'd still find a way to tell me no.
You think I would turn down the opportunity to go to the games?
If you had to call the games, would you go to the games if your job was to call the games? The fact that you even have to think about that, I should make you work at Dunkin' Donuts for 2 weeks and then answer that question again. Your Uncle Gene had to work in Dunkin' Donuts in between military assignments. Get there at like 4 a.m.
Your devices are listening. It also said, try caramel big cup.
Deal with customers at 5 a.m.
Welcome back to Montreal. I'm here with Capitals head coach Spencer Carberry. Logan Thompson left last game with an injury. Later, he's your starter. How big of a boost is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he's been terrific for us all year long. He's been great in this series. For him to be able to play tonight is great for our team.
Second time around, how is your group handling this atmosphere?
I liked our first. I mean, we get short early. Great penalty kill there to get some momentum in the game, and we've had some good ozone time, some good sequences. I've liked our start a lot.
Thanks, Spencer.
Also, do they get? So they got. Well, that's 2 weak calls so far. Both penalties going against either team have been weak.
Let's see. Armia trying to wrangle a puck, but Tom Wilson does send it over to Ovi. And now Strome with the puck. Back to Carlson. Carlson up to the middle of the ice. Strome over to Chikrin. Oh, what a save
nice
by
save
Dobish.
Holy crap. That was in.
Tom Wilson, his pass ended up with the puck going all the way back the other way.
Oh, here we go.
What is wrong with this Caps
Oh.
power play?
Damn, he got stripped from behind.
Armia attempts to clear, and now he gets the clear. So yeah, the Capitals power play has looked very
Yeah, so far.
underwhelming.
There we go again. Oh, he's back. Geez, the best chances came from Montreal.
Dubois with the puck. Roy with the puck. Dubois.
Oh,
Wow. Dobish got
they
the
got
quick
the
whistle.
okay.
Here's the look that we're talking about. Strong goes low. And Chikrin finds Wilson on the 2-on-1, gets it through. And this is
Dobish got that leg out.
Wilson doesn't quite elevate the puck on the saucer pass.
Yep.
And it's Dobish that gets the right pad out to the post to prevent that puck from going across the line.
Now, if Montreal comes back and win this series and they do the handshake line, should the guys do this when they call back to Wilson? When they go past Wilson, the handshake line, should they all go, wah, wah?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Dowd with the puck. Has the cycle around the boards.
Oh, my. Can't clear the puck. It's not good.
Sandine. Oh, then it goes wide.
He wound up going to Topeka, Kansas. Tier 2 junior in the United States, and then the USHL, and then Ohio State, where he honed his craft and earned a fifth-round selection from the Canadiens. An incredible story.
And now
it is Gooley with the puck, waiting for the change. Stretch pass all the way down. Habs held it in, but it is the Capitals who will get the clear. It is icing by the Habs with 5:01 to go.
You missed his turn at the Pinata because you were busy not missing hockey. Watch in-game highlights, stories, and post-game recaps only with the NHL.
How you doing? You see what Boulevard wrote.
Hey, well, take care of family, Boulevard. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Suzuki wins it back. Hudson to bring the puck up ice. Elevates the pass, still out of the reach of Caulfield. Ryan Leonard.
Leonard gets the puck taken away from him. Caulfield has the pass disrupted.
What? Yeah, but no.
Nope.
Oh. The announcer made it sound like they score. You guys think Goldie gets excited?
Thompson with a huge save. Now Slafkovsky controls the puck. Cooley sends it high and wide. Lars Eller able to steal the puck away from the Habs.
Watch out. Good
Leonard
job to get back.
once again tries to
and then
give
he gave
away
it
the
away.
puck.
Icing.
And now the Capitals ice it.
Thompson's waiting on the post to recover a little bit after that last opportunity by the Montreal Canadiens. The puck is high in the skate. He knows he has support. Slafkovsky. Great awareness to know that Suzuki's right there. Suzuki connects with the puck.
Yeah.
But Thompson comes across and makes an incredible save.
Both goaltenders
Now it's sent out. Dumped back in.
still incredible to think that Logan Thompson is starting today after we saw him hobbling off the ice in Game 3.
The Capitals have a cloning machine.
Yeah. Oh, come on. These refs today are freaking weak.
Wilson said nope to Nick Suzuki. Logan Thompson, yeah.
Damn it.
Let's say Glenn is a customer. What do?
We help with car.
Oh,
RV coverage.
great. Apply coverage. Because you never know what lies in the surprise is. And not to be all through.
I felt that.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis in adults. Ponvory lowers the level of white blood cells.
Looks like the Magic and Celtics game has just started.
Ponvory can increase your risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke.
Apparently,
or heart condition.
the Jaguars signed Emmanuel Ogbah to a 1-year, $5 million deal.
Well, yeah. So that's another guy we lost.
Well, he was a free agent.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons why we drafted so many defensive players.
Right.
Of all the guys we've lost, like Kenneth Grant is basically supposed to be the Christian Wilkins
Right.
replacement.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to draft guys and keep them so we could keep a team together. Like when you pay the quarterback and 2 wide receivers like $100 million.
Here's a look at how they get the power play opportunity. Alexia threw the neutral zone, dumps the puck, and Jack
Well, you could always be the Cleveland Browns. They gave Myles Garrett $40 million a year just so he wouldn't leave the Factory of Sadness.
Right.
Did I see the Blues scored? Well, I saw they won 5-1 because Connor Hellebuyck.exe encounters a fatal exception error every single playoff.
Yeah.
So the Habs get another clear. The Blues fans were chanting, "We want Connor." Strome with the puck over to Wilson. A dangerous pass to Chikrin.
That was
Tom Wilson held the puck in, and then over to Chikrin. Now back to Chikrin. Can he hang on to it? Chikrin will shoot. Oh, it bounced off of Dobish. It goes over to Ovi, who tries to pass to Strome. All right, so Carlson at center ice passes backwards to Pierre-Luc Dubois. Dubois to Strome. Sanding. Ovi couldn't. Ovi pass did not quite connect. Amanda thinks the Blues will win the next 2 games.
That'd be crazy if they.
Ovechkin with the shot.
If Winnipeg crashes after that, man, it's just their fan base is never going to believe in that team again.
Colin says Finns do have a few interesting undrafted free agent signings.
Yeah.
Hudson with the puck. Collins says Ovi. Gooley sends it wide of the net. Final minute of the period. Roy. Washington settles things down. That's offsides with 46 seconds to go. So yeah, if you had to guess what will happen in the rest of the game.
Same thing has happened all game, the rest of the whole series.
Mhm.
Close, tight, likely overtime.
TK asks, do Canadiens believe in momentum?
It's a good question.
48 seconds to go in the first.
For self-preservation purposes, we haven't seen much of that. Not so in this series. Just checking the clock, they put a couple of ticks back on. It's 48 seconds now.
Dowd in the face-off circle. Suzuki wins the face-off. Gooley sends it up ahead to Gooley. Oh, the numbers are so similar, so that's
Right.
Slafkovsky and Gooley. Slafkovsky's 20. Gooley is number 21. Hudson in his own zone. Slafkovsky has the puck stolen from him.
Oof. Still can't clear.
Come on.
Still can't clear. I don't like
Dowd
this.
sends it around. McMichael sends it high.
Jeez.
And it goes out of play, so there'll be a face-off in the zone with 3.7 seconds to go.
Oof.
Stands up to him, and Dowd is the one that hits the ice.
3.7 to go in the first.
Montreal Canadiens, and we talked about the leadership of Matheson, and that's something even Tracy Louis told us before the game on finding a way for these young players to
Shots are 6-5 in favor of Washington, so
Not a lot of offense going on, that's for sure.
my favorite kind of
Yes, your
game.
favorite, Kyle.
Defensive cocky with minimal scoring chances.
Okay.
And that is the end of the first.
All right.
And there is no Marlins baseball to tune into. So, game is tied at 0 after 1. 0-0, 4 overtimes. No, Amanda. No overtime. No, certainly not 4 overtimes.
HubSpot's Breeze Copilot keeps you 2 steps ahead, so you can close more deals than ever. Impossible growth made impossibly easy. HubSpot.
Chance, au Splendide, le nouveau parfum, Chanel.
When I take food out of my Bosch refrigerator, I feel like the best version of me. When I see how the VitaFresh technology keeps my food fresher for 3 times longer, I feel like I'm besting my best self times 3. And that makes me feel.
The food that stays fresh for 3 times longer. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Did I like the picks the Dolphins got? Well, I think one of the things the Dolphins were lacking was physicality, and they picked several 300-plus pound guys who look like they could develop into nightmares for opposing offenses. Plus, the Dolphins actually drafted a quarterback, so they have more than just Zach Wilson as a backup plan this year.
Lucky for you, an Amazon One medical virtual visit can happen anywhere. Even here. An Amazon pharmacy will deliver antibiotics right to you. So you can breathe easy. Well, sort of.
Did you like the Dolphins draft?
Watch my video. I don't want to give it away. You know, I like the beginning and I like the end. I wasn't crazy about the middle.
Now just brace your urethra for turbulence.
I heard you found someone special. Yeah. Is that dog food in the fridge? It's not dog food. It's fresh pet. Real meat, real veggies for Peter. That's Peter? Should have known. You do make a pretty cute couple.
So why can't we say we're the best home shopping site? Because we're true. So I can't say.
Amanda says, Kyle, send the link to your dad's reaction to the draft. I'm curious. You would give it a B. Let's see.
What if he said
Homes.com. It's the best.
Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry, but we can't say that.
Say what?
Homes.com is the best.
Ah,
Homes.com.
it's the best.
Let's see.
Alexis intermission reports. Alexander Ovechkin, the all-time goals leader, 3rd all-time in hits. Connect there. Not from a lack of effort. How close was the duty and Captain. Yeah. Hard to believe. The kid, 23 years old, making a 2nd appearance in the playoffs.
So that I just sent the link, Amanda. That is the link to the video on Flying Fluffy Football titled Miami Dolphins 2025 Draft Review and Grades.
Especially the Washington Capitals playing in that building. You want to make sure that Logan Thompson's on top of his game. The goal early for the Montreal Canadiens did with a blown first place, but both goals I thought was spectacular in that first period and setting up for a strong second period.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ice my groin after watching that last one, and even that one. I mean, the fact that Thompson can move like that after what happened last game is just remarkable. But these are the types of segments where we really, really like to lean on Hank, and he's not on the gear. He's on vacation.
Yeah, thanks, Hank. 4 games yesterday was enough for.
Yeah, he's on sabbatical now.
Yeah,
He's not coach.
goalie was pulled. We brought in the coach
He's
instead.
Yes.
I know their job description is to stop the puck. Let's go with that. But it was good. It was a low event period.
What do I predict tomorrow? What's my score prediction? I'm not sure.
Right, so Washington's not putting a lot of pressure. I mean, they're making the reads. We can't pressure it. We're backing up. Montreal likes to puck a few times. It was a low event period, but there were some big hits. So it's what we talked about before the game: controlled emotion. When the chance to get the big hit was there, they took it. So there were some huge hits out there. But nor was there a lot of running around, and nor was there any scrums around the net. So the emotion is there, but it's under control. I think both coaches did a great job.
Amanda thinks the Panthers will win the next 2 games. I like that, Amanda. I'll take that right now.
To score the first goal here, Washington in their -125 odds. Montreal +100 odds. DraftKings Sports with your home for live betting. New customers, you can bet $5. Get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app. Use promo code SKATE when you sign up. We're a third of 4 games here today. The fourth one's going to involve the Oilers and the Kings, and we're going to talk all about the challenge that's got everybody scratching their heads.
No, you're not imagining it. The average grocery bill is now at its
highest point in over a decade. There's no sunshine.
Amanda says Panthers didn't try last game. It was just skating around. They didn't care. Well, the Panthers had a great first period in that game, and then just after that, they just stopped as soon as the Lightning took the lead. They stopped really trying.
What are we doing today, Coach?
Yeah, I would like the Panthers to stop taking penalties, please.
Switching saves. Get more with Geico.
Meet Glossier, you, Flo. Your impression is special because it's yours. Flair, the wonder of you. Do the balance of you. Red, the rush of you. Glossier, you. Use the skin true to you.
Amanda says they are preserving everything if it happens to go 7.
I was warned not to come see you. That you're nothing but a loyal driver.
Got a feather in my ass. He must be ran on sacks. The deal happens, we leave them all in the dust. If I'll stick around, it's gonna be my dangerous.
Right on.
All right. So,
You're with the perfect
what are your predictions?
do for him to say those 3 little words.
You're a robot.
The days of you controlling me are over.
What are your predictions for the rest of the?
She's 10 at this head, so she's not going anywhere.
What are your predictions for the second period in particular? Gator Tooth says, "What's up, boys? How you doing, Gator Tooth? If Panthers win this year, dynasty, doesn't the team need to win at least 3 times within the same decade in order to be considered a dynasty?"
But not so fast. Gonna take another look at this one because he definitely kicks his skate, but that's not how the puck goes in. So they look at it, they say, "Hey, we got a good goal." They're on the bench. Earpiece in, not so fast. Yeah, timeout. Timeout. Let's get a timeout. Let's take a look at this because now we're going to challenge for goaltender interference, even though it had been reviewed for a while and we'd all been waiting. So they look at it, goaltender interference, and Uncle Wax the goalie. Kemper's on the ice. They say, it's a good goal. So now it's a power play. And Evander Kane that is on the bench saying, "I bet in 10 seconds we score a goal." The puck goes around. It goes to Bouchard. And time ticking down. 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Bouchard puts it in. It's a 5-4 game. The Oilers go on to win this game. And a lot of people are wondering.
I think Bobrovsky will be playing every single game. Unless the only reason I would see Vanacek being out there on the ice is either if Bob gets pulled during a blowout or if Bob gets injured, God forbid. Tony says, prediction 3-0 Montreal in second period. Gator 2 says Carolina looks good. Well, I wonder how much of that is Carolina getting to play a completely injured to hell and back Devils team.
Behind the scenes, those 2 guys are looking at different cameras than what we saw on that replay. So they had to feel very good about their chances of having that overturned based on their cameras, not the ones we saw, but based on the cameras those 2 video coaches saw. Now, it didn't work out that way. And I know the league and the coaches had a meeting prior to the playoffs talking about that goalie interference, trying to get it clear. Because the offside, yeah, that's black and white. The goalie challenge, man, that all bets are off. That's just up to the discretion of the referees in Toronto. So that's a tough call. But they had to be at least 90% sure they were going to have that call based on the video that those 2 coaches were looking at behind the scenes. Jim did the right thing.
What do we think, though?
Giving those guys time to do their job. They're coming back telling the coach to make the call. Well, listen, the head coach has to make that call. Ultimately, it's on us. But you also have to trust the people that you have working behind the scenes for those situations.
What would you have done? And when you do call the ref over, are you allowed to specifically say, "Hey, this is what we're seeing. Can you look for that specifically?" Because from my understanding is the first time Kane whacks at the puck, it ends up pushing Kemper's pad a bit, and that's what they were discussing.
That's what they were calling that initial push with the stick, and then coming through the crease as well. If you want him coming through the crease, he comes through a little bit, but he got spun around. So
when you say that,
but they're still going to look at it now.
Well, I'm asking you, and obviously, whatever you specifically saw from your side, whether it was a video coach was communicated to you, you're communicating exactly what they saw to the ref, saying, "Look for this."
First of all, they don't even have to come over to the bench and talk to us. They don't have to do that. So they're coming over to the gentleman. But yes, you can tell them this is what we're looking for. This is what we saw.
All right. I was just going to say that breakdown you had coming in, that should win you an MVP. That was incredible.
That was watching it too. That was unreal.
Well, I've had about 19 cups of coffee. So I'm going to have another one right now to wash it down. But Second,
All right, so
Is a customer. What do?
We help with car.
Oh,
RV coverage.
great, but the right coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with. 90 miles per hour.
I felt that.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Fanapt allopurinol is approved for adults with bipolar 1 disorder with acute mixed or manic episodes.
Eric thinks there's a big fight coming tomorrow. Interesting. I wonder if Kachuk and Hagel might go at it again. Not that we really want that to happen, because Kachuk needs to not aggravate his injury.
Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
30 teams in the league. How many got things that last forever?
We're not going to beat her at her own game.
How's your face doing? You gonna keep it?
Your message is incredible.
Okay,
Okay.
should be the last commercial.
Yeah.
We are meeting him at the point of addiction. In a few months, you don't want to be hanging out with cocaine.
Here we are.
So how do we make millions of people want to go to bed with me?
Okay.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Amanda. That last game, they just didn't have it. No, the only reason Vanacek would ever be in is if Bob got hurt.
Here we are, the seconds
Okay.
period.
Well, they cut it close when they come back. Remember yesterday, we even missed a couple seconds, right?
Yeah, I remember.
What are they going to do if somebody scores when they miss it by 15 seconds? They got literally one job. Play the whole game on TV.
Carlson banks the puck ahead.
Oh,
Wilson whiffs on the shot, and then the pass to Pierre-Luc Dubois ends up going back to Wilson. Anderson clears.
oh! Damn.
Dvorak sends the puck wide. Anderson over to Chikrin. Pierre-Luc Dubois sends it just wide, and Jakub Dobish has to stop it.
The impact he's had so far in this game, the attack down low on the power play when he finds Wilson on the far side on the 2
Dietrich says hello. Hello.
Hey, bud.
And here's a look at the SAP Coaching Insights app, and actually points by D-men in this series. It's the Montreal Canadiens that have the significant edge, 7-3. But in the regular season, it was Washington who was very good, some of the best in the league in terms of their involvement contributing offensively.
Oh, I thought I heard the whistle blow, but that would have made no sense.
Yeah.
Are we doing the Kings game next? Still haven't decided.
We haven't decided that yet. That's a late night. We'll see. See how this game goes. We might be here a while.
Yeah. Colin says, I saw the Finns draft recap video and I do agree with it being a C+. Beauvillier with the steal.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
And then
shit.
Strome scores.
Oh, that was terrible.
They had a lot of chances, in your opinion, to really make the secondary good.
Yeah.
So Beauvillier crashed the net. Crashed.
Knocks him out and nobody gets the puck.
Oh, hang on. That's not the change I was supposed to do.
What was Caulfield doing there? Going to the outside. That was a weird play.
Here we go. Capitals.
Damn it.
Now it's 1-0 lead. Armia shoots wide.
That was terrible.
Savard sends the puck back in for the Habs, but it will be the Capitals unable to clear. Savard held it in. Shot blocked. Savard with his shot, it goes wide. And now Chychrun can't get the clear. So Strome scores, assisted by Beauvillier, to give the Capitals a 1-0 lead. Duhaime with the puck. Now it will be Evans. The Capitals this season in the regular season and postseason are 7-1-1 when scoreless after the first period. Matheson's one-timer deflected. And the Caps finally get the clear. Mangiapane races for the puck, gets it in the Habs zone, but can't hang on to it. So Lars Eller comes over to help. Mangiapane over. Van Riemsdyk over to Lars Eller. Now Mangiapane trying to send it back to the blue line, which he does. Van Riemsdyk sent it just wide. Leonard turns around, sends it to Strome. Puck out of play. 16-17 to go in the second. The stream should be renamed to Watch Party /bodybuilding. I mean, yeah, Strome just gets left all alone. Slafkovsky with the puck. Now it's Strom.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
The Austin says Kyle is ripped.
What happened to the TV, Kyle?
I don't know. It just completely cut out.
It just completely. Was it the TV or was it?
Eczema
What the hell?
is always red. But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you.
Did anybody else just have a glitch with
tech difficulties? Happened on. Jake says it happened on our end, so it's not.
Okay, but so we're in commercial now.
Like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
So did they cut to commercial?
Don't use if you're allergic to pests. Allergic reactions can occur. They can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have
What does the
pain or
chat say?
worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Are we like missing the game?
Clear, even at 1 year.
That's wild.
Clearly, it's possible with Ebglyss. Talk to your doctor.
Okay, so everybody else has got the same problem.
What are we doing today, Coach?
Awesome.
Sorry, I heard checking. Well, now we can't say the customers. I want to make calls.
Okay then.
I wanted to do that. Switch and save.
Oh. Kyle, what did you do? Huh? Hopefully we don't miss any goals.
Trust me, you are not going to want to miss
It's still commercials.
Yeah, this seems weird. It seems like they're running commercials because they lost the feed to the game or something. Like if that was the case, though, you think they would have gone to the studio or something.
It's taking me back to my childhood.
So at the moment, it's still just commercials. Here we go.
Okay. Wow. So they've just lost their own feed to the game.
Oh, apparently there's a power play.
I mean,
Are you kidding me? You guys have one job to not.
Some technical difficulties here in this Game 4 Round 1 series between Washington and Montreal Canadiens. We are right now efforting, and we're going to send you to the Sportsnet feed of this game.
So they're sending us to the Sportsnet
feed. All right.
All right. So at least we can at least see the game.
Yeah.
So Washington is back on the power play. Colin says, I'm fine with D-line picks, but the value of guys like Will Johnson, Xavier Watts, Malachi Starks, Jade Brown would have been better options to get, considering how far down some of them went.
Yeah, I was okay with the first two picks and the last two picks. And everything in between, considering the amount of picks that we went into draft day with. We drafted one offensive lineman, no linebackers. We got one corner and one safety that are projects.
Strome with a shot goes wide.
And now Washington's on a power play.
Yeah. Carlson's pass, he
out?
held it in. And now
out
it
now.
finally rolls out. Strome over to Chikrin. Ovechkin did get a shot on goal. I think they're going to call another penalty on Montreal.
Oh, boy. Are you kidding me?
Armia goes into the penalty box.
Of course, we didn't see what the first penalty was. Wait, where?
Number 40, Armia. Right there. That. So now it'll be 5-on-3 for the Capitals for 44 seconds.
Man, that's weak for a 5-on-3.
And the Capitals called a timeout with 13:49 to go in the second, hoping obviously to take advantage of the 5-on-3. Imagine if that technical difficulty happened during the Panthers game.
Ah!
You'd probably break something.
Uh-huh. And we're still on Sportsnet. They haven't fixed it yet.
No, they have not fixed it yet. All right,
That
so
was a weak call.
Strome against Evans in the face-off circle. Chikrin over to Ovi. Blocked. Chikrin over to Ovi. Chikrin. Strome. Oh, Carlson gets denied.
Good job, Dovers.
Chikrin. Strome. Chikrin. Strome. Waiting.
Cleared. Yes.
Cleared.
Good
You gotta
job.
be kidding me. Now Ovi on the rush.
Get another. No. Oh, crap.
Yes, Strome, come on. Now it's a power play.
All right, yes, now we're back to 5-on-4.
Strome. Oh, Carlson was right there with all the empty net in the world. Now Tom Wilson over to Carlson. Ovi shot. Slowed
Right.
down and cleared. Offsides on their own power play. 37 seconds left on the power play. And someone on TBS is gonna get fired.
Well, it depends on what happened. Is it like a piece of equipment that just broke? They should have backups for everything. So it's strange for a big outfit to just lose signal like for this length of time. Unless they're just waiting for a break to switch back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
"20 seconds from killing this off." Ref's been doing a really good job of keeping Washington involved here.
Sandin dumps the puck in.
I didn't see what the first penalty was. Oh, boy. Come on, Montreal. Uh-oh.
Go Mangiapane.
Penalties
Go.
killed.
Armia
Right,
sends
good
it up
job.
ahead. TBS is experiencing technical difficulties.
I see that. right, good job, Montreal.
11:34 to go in the second. Capitals leading shots 12-5. And also leading the game 1-0.
Yeah, Austin. We didn't see the first one, but the second one, it's like they're just calling some weak stuff. Like to give a 5-on-3 in the playoffs, this got to be like brutally egregious. Come
Hudson
on, Montreal.
shot blocked.
Wish they'd get some more shots on goal. They only got 5 shots. Oh, it's loose.
It's loose. McMichael will pick it up. Mangiapane trying to reach it.
Oh, jeez.
Colin says, I'll say that I do kind of disagree with the running back pick in the 6th round. This class of running backs was loaded, and you could have had gotten better value for the position if that selection came in the early rounds. Well, from what I hear about it goes just wide for the Habs. I heard that running back is the really physical guy, which we don't really have. Hey, Rosado. Now Dowd will go into the penalty box.
Let's see, what was this? What was the call? Playoff hockey? 2 minutes for playoff hockey? Both. I mean, they've been doing it to both sides. Did he trip him?
You'll never know.
They didn't show enough of the replay there.
I wonder if Twitter is having a laugh at TBS's expense.
Right? It's like, dang, man.
Ponvory lowers the number of white blood cells, lymphocytes, in the blood. Usually, this will return to normal.
But at least they were able to get Sportsnet to cooperate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello, Eyes of Night. How you doing?
Especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if
Austin says keep Sportsnet. Yeah.
stable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rate. The most common side effects of Ponvory include upper respiratory tract infections, elevated liver enzymes, and high blood pressure. Starting treatment with Ponvory will begin with the starter pack. Ask your doctor about Ponvory or visit ponvory.com to learn more. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
That looks good.
That looks pretty good.
Choose one appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets.
2 for $25.
Thank you back here in the TBS studios. 1-0 Washington Capitals, an absolutely enormous kill for the Canadiens, and now they're set to go on the power play as they look to tie this game up, still having some technical difficulties here on TBS. So we're going to send you again to the Sportsnet feed of this contest.
Dang.
So Dowd got called for interference, apparently.
Austin says TBS is back. We still got Sportsnet here.
TBS is still under technical difficulties. All right, so Canadiens collect the puck. Hudson over to Caulfield, back to Hudson. Looking. Demidov. Suzuki's shot goes wide. Jameson says, hey guys,
Hey, bud.
you're watching the best hockey network on the planet right now. Caulfield over to Hudson. To Caulfield. Caulfield will wait. Over to Demidov. Back to Hudson. Shot up and out of play. 10:05 left in the second. 1:21 left. on the Habs power play.
So what you have to respect that. You leave other areas a little bit more open. Suzuki in the bumper spot.
Just barely missed.
And then Thompson's going to get a chance. He's going to have to unload some shots. And he does there. That was luckily for Thompson. Grazed the post.
Suzuki tossed out of the face-off circle. Now it's Caulfield in the circle. Caps get the clear. Dobish leaves it for Lane Hudson. Hudson drops it back for Caulfield. Pass to Suzuki. Suzuki sends it all the way over across the ice. Slafkovsky leaves it back to Caulfield. Over to Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky. Hudson. Demidov. Demidov with the move.
Yeah!
Damn,
There we go. Beautiful.
Slafkovsky
There you go.
scores to make it 1-1.
All right. Well, we are going to 4 overtimes. All right. Good job, Montreal. Kill off that garbage penalty and take advantage.
Canadians have tied the game.
Eric, I don't know that Tampa will be dirty, but if I was Chucky, I would watch out. If I was Chucky, I would watch out for a hit similar. Remember, Chucky blew up Eichel, and then Kolazar blew up Kachuk. So now he better keep his head up. All right, good job, Montreal.
Strome with the puck. He will skate it across the blue line and get turned away. Now Beauvillier dumps the puck in. Strome pursues. I think the Capitals were saying that the Habs should have been called for delay of game.
Right. Okay. Now we have a good game, just like all the other ones.
For savings and service, get more with Geico. Over 145 years of sharing heartfelt moments over heart-healthy oatmeal with a good source of fiber. Because a little good can go a long way. Quaker, bring out the good.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Ego, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock. With service so good, it's guaranteed. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
So what's up?
What is up?
This game is tied.
What time are your Flying Fluffy football lives going to be? What time in the afternoon?
You're talking like during the regular season?
No, like I have to be live all the time at noon. It's always football season.
Thank you back here in the studio. Youth served. How about this 21-year-old Lane Hudson, 19-year-old Ivan Demidov.
Demidov made a hell of a nice move there.
51-year-old Uri Slafkovsky. Poise under pressure.
Hey, Jameson, thank you for the $2.79.
Thank you, Jameson. Thank you, bud.
Thank you, Jameson.
Thank you, buddy.
Asking for Dolphins draft grades.
I actually did a video, but I'll tell you, I put out a video on the football channel earlier. So, do you want me to spoil it by answering you here, or do you want to watch the video? Just tell me, and I'll cooperate. If you want to know the grade from the video, that was out. Thank you again, Jameson.
Power plays are about ad-lib, right? You've got a lot of guys, and we just saw that on the Demidov play and the Slavakovsky entry into the zone. They got to ad-lib. You got to make things happen. Penalty killing, like I said, it's just the most systematic ways of doing things. You're short on the ice. You have to work together in a four-man unit. There's nothing fancy.
Gotcha.
Jameson's.
Okay, you'll watch. No spoilers. What's Kyle's grade? I don't know. What's Kyle's grade?
B minus.
B minus. Very, very, very close.
McMichael gets knocked down.
What would you have liked to have seen them do?
Draft one more offensive lineman.
Yeah, I agree there. That's a lot of picks. You go into the draft with 10 picks, you get one offensive lineman. That's a bit rough. TBS is just permanently off the air now.
Jakob Dobish makes a save against McMichael.
Like, TBS, man, what happened?
TBS is experiencing technical difficulties.
That's one way to put it.
Does a nice job of tracking it, shutting it down, and not bleeding a rebound. McMichael's had the hot stick in this series.
8:17 to go in the second.
Montreal still only has 6 shots on goal.
Caps held that in. It will roll the other way. Ovechkin spins, manages to pass it to Strome, and then Strome gets the puck taken away from him. Tatum has 15 points against the Magic in the first half.
Oh, Montreal. Oh. Passed it to the wrong dude.
Gooley, Hudson. Suzuki with the puck over to Hudson. Deflected wide and finally cleared by the Caps. Gooley sends it right back in for the Habs. Puck out of play with 7:28 to go. Johnny says all my Florida fans were horrified to see the Magic win. Are you as well?
Well, we don't really do basketball. That would have to be your question.
Well, I'm just wondering if the Heat are going to win a single game against the Celtics. Celtics spanked them yesterday.
Yeah.
It was the worst playoff loss for the Heat since one of the games from that NBA Finals win against the Spurs a decade ago.
Right. Boy, there's some hitting going on out here. Oh, no. Good job, Dobish.
Fight. Also, that amazing Marlins performance yesterday.
Yep. You're lucky, man, to let you off the hook there. I would still be laughing this evening if you had to call a 14-0 game.
Yeah.
I would still be laughing right now.
When are we launching flying fluffy basketball?
Oh my God. That's all on Kyle. That's for sure. Can you imagine having a baseball channel and calling all 162 games?
Insanity or death by alcohol poisoning.
Death by alcohol poisoning. Imagine trying to stay awake for like a West Coast 2-1 game against freaking Dodgers. It's 1:00. It's the bottom of the sixth. That's a ball.
Tawny at the plate.
That's a ball. That's a foul ball. My God. You wake up, you've been asleep for 2 innings.
Roy able to hold it in for the Caps. Now can he hang on to it? No. Gallagher gets rocked.
I have to say that I enjoy the evenness of the announcers on Sportsnet. Oh, here we go. Come on.
Dvorak.
Oh, damn it. I am enjoying the Sportsnet's announcers a little bit more. The TBS guy, he gets so jacked up that it makes you think the puck went in the net.
Gooley. Thompson has to glove it with 5:51 to go in the second. Another commercial.
Maybe they're going to finally go back to TBS.
Uh-oh. It looks like a TV timeout.
Okay.
What are we doing today, Coach?
Flying Fluffy Horse Racing, Flying Fluffy Disney Trivia.
Flying Fluffy Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Let's see. How is Twitter reacting to?
Oh, Flying Fluffy OnlyFans. That's where the money's going to be. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. She says, Kyle Sportsnet is way better.
Amanda, thank you for the 5.
I agree with you at this point. I agree with you for sure.
Thank you, Amanda. Yeah. I'm sure Sportsnet is better. Johnny says, Kyle, I was wondering, do you think Giannis will go insane against the Pacers? Yeah, well, again, I don't know much about basketball. I know it was hilarious when the Heat beats the first-seeded Bucks as the 8th seed. That was a couple years ago. Johnny Wilkinson says, Tyler Hero killed all of my buddies' parlays for points scored by him.
Flying Fluffy Poker, Blackjack. Yeah, Blackjack. That's my game, Blackjack. I taught Kyle how to play. He lost his 100 really quick. It was just a bad run. Sometimes the cards don't. He played perfectly, and so you can play perfect and lose. That's why it's called gambling.
I'd like to go gambling again.
If you have the money, we'll go. The TV truck lost power and they had to reboot from scratch. That's what. So we're back on TBS or TNT.
No.
Yeah. Dang, man.
5:51 to go. How does the TV truck lose power?
I don't know. That sounds like foul play there.
Dowd with the puck waiting, sends it over to Duhaime, but it will roll all the way over to Chikrin. Van Riemsdyk shoots wide. Chychrun sends it wide. It goes over to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk tried to set up Radish right at the corner of the net. Dowd, the puck went through him. Van Riemsdyk held it in. Caps in the middle of a change. Sandin will dump it in. Beauvillier collects the puck now, and then he turns it over. Amanda says, Kyle, how do you know all these players? It's actually insane. Good for you.
Yeah, he's not even looking at the screen anymore. He doesn't even have the cheat sheet up anymore. I have a hard enough time remembering my own middle name. He just I don't know how he's doing it. We'll get you to take over for goalie when he's ready to retire.
Caps win the face-off at center ice. Sandin passes over. Now it will go over to McMichael. McMichael trying to win the fight against Carrier. Is hockey my favorite sport? Yes. Although football is easier to cover.
Sure, yeah. I could call a football game. Because it moves so slow. Oh!
Anderson's shot was saved, and then that big rebound could not be collected. Dubois trying to keep possession for the Caps.
It's been a long period. Oh, good. And there's going to be a penalty?
Is it?
Well, why did they stop? Oh, did he hit?
Wilson.
Wait.
And then Anderson retaliated after the puck had left.
Let's see. Wilson does that. Then Anderson comes and does that. And it's normal playoff stuff. Are you kidding me?
Patelron says the TV truck lost power. It must be Ekblad's fault.
Right, yeah.
Johnny Wilkinson says, New York Giants fans be like, we didn't screw up.
How is that? I mean, they are calling this. This is horrible. Playoff officiating.
So that's when Anderson comes in to deliver the late hit.
So the Capitals are on the power play with 3:55 to go in the second. Maybe this time they'll actually score on the men.
No, maybe they won't. They don't deserve these power plays. Really, I mean, all the penalties this game have been weak. Good thing these refs aren't working the Florida Tampa series. There'd be 0-5-on-5 time.
Matthew Golden, welcome to the Packers. Yeah, the Packers finally drafted a wide receiver. The Strouds are not happy at the draft yet because they traded out of the first round. And the Giants used the pick they got to select Jackson Dart.
All right, Montreal, got to kill another one.
Carlson trying to get the puck. Held in by the Caps. Ovi will shoot.
Oh, no.
Chychrun gets swept off his feet. 3 minutes left in the second period. Strome skates across his own blue line. Will choose to pass it backwards. Dubois keeps the puck. His centering pass went off the stick or the skate of the Habs defenseman. Sandin with the puck. Sandin. Oh man!
Whoa,
Dobish with a ridiculous save.
Hell yeah.
I mean, McMichael is right there, and Dobish gloved it. You kidding me?
Wow.
Ryan Reese says, "Hey, Jaws, how did you like that fight on Friday night between Washington and Montreal?"
That was fantastic. I mean, I hate Tom Wilson, but it was fun. It was fun.
2:33 left in the second period. 39 seconds left.
You don't see them fighting, like in the bench area like that all that often.
Caps win the faceoff. Sandin. McMichael. Ovi's just waiting for the puck to come to him.
Finish it. There you go. Get it out. Good job.
Who is also sarcastically happy the Bengals, since they will need to score 40 plus to do something right.
What?
There was a. Did you not see that massive
I did,
hit?
but the camera went away from it so fast, and they called a penalty on somebody. What'd they call?
They called Ovechkin
Ovi
for
interference. Let's see. Oh, he hit him in the head. Did he? I mean,
I don't think so.
Hold on. Hold on.
I think that was the shoulder.
I mean, I'm thinking that would have been 5 if it was somebody else. That's a high hit, man. I wish they would slow it down so we could see. They ain't going to do that because it's Ovi. If that was Kachuk, we'd have 50 different slow-mo angles by now.
So Ovechkin gets called for interference, and now the Habs are back on the power play. Demidov with the puck. He waits. Hudson.
Yes!
Field scores.
Yes! I love it. All right, good enough. We'll take the goal for that. That was a lousy ass. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Johnny says, breaking news. Tatum creates 3 turnovers in a row.
All right, Montreal. Just make sure you lose before you have to play the Panthers, all right? Just beat Washington for us.
Amazing. This is the one thing the Washington Capitals do. They talked to us this morning, Alex. It's hard to defend. You have Demidov and Caulfield now on the 2 flanks. How do you defend that?
So 1:28 to go in the second, and despite the Caps outshooting the Habs
Right.
16-9,
Yep.
it's the Canadiens with a 2-1 lead. Dobish chooses to glove it. So 68 seconds left in the second period.
So
So,
you seem mildly perturbed at the results of the game thus far.
well, no duh. I was hoping the Capitals would figure out how to score on the man advantage.
Montreal is pretty good for a young team of small people. I don't feel so bad about not being able to beat Montreal at this point, though. They're giving Washington all they can handle. You know what I mean, Carl?
It doesn't mean I don't. It doesn't mean I want the Habs to win this series.
Let them beat Washington, so then Carolina can beat Montreal, and then we can beat Carolina.
You trust Carolina to do anything, right?
No, but I trust them to beat Montreal. I think. Maybe.
Stroke. Chikrin sends it wide.
All right, get out of the period with the lead, though, guys.
Chikrin sends it just wide. Joel Cruz asks, do the Panthers win tomorrow?
I think so. I think they'll win. I think yesterday was just, yesterday was getting out all of the bad juju in one game.
Kate says, nah, Montreal ain't getting beaten by Carolina.
Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Okay.
All right. So the second intermission is here, and the Canadiens are winning 2-1. Yeah, they flatlined yesterday. Mm-hmm.
What are we doing today, Coach? So, today we're going to work on our checking.
Sorry, I heard checking.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Fanapt iloperidone is approved for adults with bipolar 1 disorder with acute, mixed, or manic episodes. Unlike some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness are not common with Fanapt. Fanapt may be associated with serious side effects. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis treated with antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death. Fanapt is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Dreams. Make them real. Chateau Dior.
You're sick. On vacation. Now your wife is faced with going out there with them alone. The mom's having
Wonder what will be the lines tomorrow. Well, I'm sure we'll have Samaskevich back on the second line with Bennett and Kachuk.
It's not dog food. It's fresh. Real meat, real veggies. My boy Jew. What are we doing here? Anybody asks, we were at grandma's.
So why can't we say we're the best home shopping site?
So
True. Just can't say that. So I can't say Homes.com's the best. No.
What if we jumbled up the words?
Homes best is com.da. No. What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor.
What if we whispered it? No. Fine. What if he said it?
Homes.com. It's the best.
if you had to predict what will happen in the the third period of this game, if you had to predict what will happen in the remainder of this game, what will it be? Will the Capitals actually get their acts together and at least get this game to overtime?
They decorated this place.
Toronto did it, so can they.
All right, sir, let me get your water.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 4-2 Caps. I like that score.
Huge hit on Evans, and then ensuing power play, Cole Caulfield one-timer, and the Canadiens have the lead in this game. Look at that grin on his face. Crowd celebrating inside and outside. We are back in the studio. Montreal up 2-1, leading you, Paul Bissonnette, Anthony Carter, and the coach Rick Bowness. We're going to get right into this here because special teams played such a massive role in this. All the kills, obviously the Canadiens.
Okay. I like Ryan Ree's score prediction. 4-2 Capitals.
Whoa.
Is this where the momentum shifted? Clearly, your mind was on incredible. They barely had any shots.
Mm-hmm.
Over 44 seconds of 5-on-3. Tremendous job. Great clear by Matheson, and after that, all the momentum in the Montreal Canadiens. Those was great. Good luck by Samoa too. And that's what the plan is all about. Taking advantage of different moments, taking advantage of your opportunities in the power play. But that 5-on-3 really set the tone because it created a lot of energy and a lot of buzz in the building. The Montreal Canadiens eventually take the lead.
The fans took over. They did. They're so loud, it makes you feel like you're in the break watching the game live. For really, Montreal is, not getting a lot of offense, but man, you think it's a 6-5 game just because of the fans, their reaction to everything, every hit, every play, every pass, every save. They overreact, so you've got to love their passion. They're knowledgeable fans. They're into it, man, and they're carrying that team. It's obviously incredible.
I mean, how about this youth movement here? Beautiful move with the blue line here. Slavkovsky, a little sidestep, and that starts the whole playoff over to Lane Hudson. And how about Davidoff here with the perception, the patience, come around the net, find Slavkovsky.
So yeah, I am at the moment disappointed. I am at the moment pretty disappointed at how the Capitals. At how the Capitals are performing, especially on the man advantage.
But it's all about the young players. The young players really dug in. The moment wasn't too big for them. They still
tenacity, coming up big in big moments, and I can't say enough about Hudson.
Now, some people questioning that penalty call on Ovechkin. I don't think that gets called if the Anderson one doesn't. It's a borderline play coming on the blue line. He does get off his feet a little bit, but maybe it was to avoid the contact, or he just wanted to throw the big hit. Either way, on the power play, incredible setup over the top field, and this kid has been so clutch. Unbelievable shot. Thompson maybe could have got over in time, but just a blow.
Both those goals on them had him moving left to right. And both goals went in that short side. But that second goal was made because of a hard pass. It doesn't give him a chance to get over it. Those are hard passes, and they're right on the tape and right in the wheelhouse for Caulfield. So give those kids a lot of credit, man, because that puck is moving. It makes it tough for the goalie to get over there quick enough to shut down that short side. Because if you're a penalty killer, usually you're telling them, okay, we're going to take care of this. Anything from that short side, that's got to be the goalies. But that puck is moving so fast, it doesn't give them a chance to get over there and get set and shut down that post.
So you mentioned left to right. When Thompson left that last game, it looked like he had a hard time putting any weight on that left leg. You wonder if that has any sort of impact from pushing from left to right to get over to make those saves.
Both goals had him going left to right.
I was going to throw it back over to you, Coach. What do you make of the OB penalty? Do you think that should have been a penalty?
It should have been a penalty. I don't have any question about that. I don't think he's trying to hit him. I think that's just a hockey play. I think he sees Dubois cutting in. I think he's cutting in behind him to get a drop pass. But Evan makes that read and picks it off, and they collide. I think that's just a hockey play.
Obi's out there, 39 years old. Demidov is 19. He just got here. He just started playing in this league.
Demigod.
He looks comfortable. He looks okay in this situation.
You wonder why they put a 19-year-old kid with
So, yeah.
experience on the power play. That's why.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it, man. And stay
Patelron says saw an ESPN article today saying that the team with the highest odds to win the cup are the Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, I would say they'd be lucky to win the second round too, Patel. The Hurricanes are purely the benefactor of playing an exceedingly injured Devils team.
Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour. I found that.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Blackmail on day one? Not good.
Cookie Monster is an addict, but we are meeting him at the point of addiction where he's still fun. In a few months, you don't want to be hanging out with Cookie.
Owl says the Pacific and Metro are a joke.
We are the true American family.
Guys having Jake Paul as an uncle.
Oh, it's smelly.
Kids love weirdos.
I'm starting.
How's your face doing? You want to keep it?
This is very exciting. Can I ask a question? Why is she angry at you?
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. I saved her.
Iris, wake up.
All right.
Your sex bomb? I just gave her a little push. Oh my God. The days that you control me.
If you had to predict what will happen in the third period, what would you say? Like, who will be the hero for the Capitals? Because if they lose, If they lose tonight, the Capitals will be headed back to Washington with the series tied, and the Habs having all the momentum, essentially. So what do you think? Could we see the Capitals play with a little more desperation, perhaps?
Intermission report. Discover the official card of the NHL.
Welcome back, DraftKings Sportsbook odds.
Live money line, according to DraftKings Sportsbook. Canadians minus 280, have the Capitals plus 210.
Instantly. Download the app, use promo code SKATE when you sign up. Canadians have the lead in our game, and it's the third of four, the quadruple header. It's that man right there, Connor McDavid, and the Oilers getting set to take on the LA Kings and Anze Kopitar. Kings lead this one 2-1. Oil looking to pull even. Puck drop for that one, 9:40 Eastern. Third period coming up.
All right, so this appears to be last commercial.
But first, you need a place to look for, a place to call home. And that's homes.com, because it's the best.
I told you, you cannot legally say homes.com is the best. What if she says it as Morgan Freeman? Homes.com. I think it says homes.com. No. Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name? Homes.com is the best.com.
This is a meal. Melty, cheesy,
That Panera,
toasty.
those Panera sandwiches are looking really good.
Sandwiches. It just feels good at Panera.
The Kia K4 and K5. Let's move for innovation. And the next movement for acceleration. The Kia K4 and K5. Get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 K4 or 2025 K5.
Well, a well-timed check can save a game. Well-timed body check can save your life. AstraZeneca and the NHL are teaming up against cancer. Together, we can stay ahead of cancer with a simple conversation. Talk with your doctor about your risk factors.
And about available cancer screenings that are right for you.
It's time to make the ultimate defensive play and get body checked against cancer. AstraZeneca is the official partner of Hockey Plays Cancer.
Check it out.
Nice. Blue Buffalo, huh?
We have Nutrish. Well, Blue's got debone chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, nutritious chicken, soybean meal, pulled corn, whole grain wheat. Okay, bud, we'll switch to Blue.
Doug.
You'll be back. Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird.
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
Doug.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Oh, pizza!
We dropped my dishes.
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn Power Sets. You'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and removes 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power Sets, the better grease getter.
A vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line is so much more because
Now, if you had to,
unlimited drinks.
so let's see the goal scorer so far. It was Strome for the Capitals, and then Caulfield. I know Caulfield was one of the was one of the Canadiens' goal scorers. Who was the other one? Was it Slafkovsky?
Experience more with Norwegian.
Third period's about to start. Dad?
Delirium outside Bell Center. Never mind that 21,000 plus inside. We welcome you to the gondola here at Bell Center. Alex Brown gets the bottle with you. Game 4 between the Capitals and the Canadiens. The Capitals leading this series 2 games to 1.
All right, so
This has been an incredibly entertaining game, much like the first 3 games.
Well, it has been amazing.
okay, so the third period's about to start.
You think about him and his assist, 5 assists now. His play was different. To the puck reception, then he can find the open player. This was an assist on the Suzuki goal in game 1. Then you think about game 3. He finds Caulfield wide open on the weak side post, finding that seam. And then tonight here in game 4, another idea where he switches the point of attack for him setting up Caulfield. We know Caulfield has an excellent shot, but there is a lot of responsibility for the passer to make sure it's right in the wheelhouse. Blaine Hudson steals the puck and distributes it so effectively.
Okay.
Okay.
Blaine Hudson leading the way with 66 points.
9 assists this series. Rookie in any playoff series in the National Hockey League since 2022. Bowen Byron. The 2022
Chikrin with the puck. All right. Third period underway.
All right, let's go Dolphins.
Scored twice, including their 5th power play goal of the series.
Okay.
With the go-ahead marker.
Just get the chat going here.
Carrying strong defensive play against Wilson. Cross-side speed for Josh Anderson. Step knocked out of the hands of Dvorak. It'll be a slashing penalty.
Oh boy.
And the Canadiens to the power.
The Canadiens are going on the power play again. Good grief. They are calling everything.
Yeah.
You see the heated interaction with Dvorak and Chikrin, but this whole play was started with Dvorak flies in the offensive zone with speed on the pursuit of the puck, and then he ends up drawing the slashing call. He's coming into the zone and looking for the puck, and his stick slaps away from the
Montreal Washington Rugby, 74, minor crowd.
and then some of the follow-up activities.
Did they just call a double minor on the slash?
No,
it's
they got the 2 and 2 for roughing, and then 2 on the slash.
okay.
Montreal 2 for 3 on the power play tonight. Remember Washington.
Let's go Montreal.
1923 to go in the third.
Including in game 3. Brandon Duhane twisting and turning behind the net and clear around goal.
Capitals get the clear to start.
They recognize he has a support of his D and not to freeze the puck for the face-off, and they get the clear.
Hudson and Slafkovsky. Suzuki now. Out wide with Demidov.
Yeah.
Suzuki. The skates and Caulfield.
Slafkovsky with the puck. Hudson.
Oh,
Man, Caulfield was wide open again. You have to stop letting Caulfield get wide open, Caps.
well, they got to leave somebody open.
Suzuki sends it through the paint.
Oof.
Logan Thompson gloves the puck. 18:24 to go in the third.
Shot on net. Canadians finding those seams in the offensive zone with a man advantage. You see Davidoff on the flank, Slavkovsky asking for it. Here's the AT&T Connected Cam look at how the play develops. And the Davidoff look across to Caulfield. Excellent seam pass. Caulfield with a quick catch and release, but it's Thompson has the angle and ends up just in Thompson's chest. And you see the two flanks. It's Davidoff and Caulfield, but then you also have Suzuki and Slavkovsky.
18:24 to go in the third.
On the bench now for a quick little rest, but Cole Caulfield, look how dangerous he has been. So effective at getting shots on net. It's elite company.
11 of them in game 3. Not bad to be on the
1:02 left on the Montreal power play. Capitals do get the clear.
DraftKings Sportsbook. Pop up on the top of your picture here.
Even on that last one, you see Caulfield where he just adjusts his body position. Maybe he didn't have the one-time look, but the puck wasn't on his stick very long before he gets the release.
Second unit on here with Newhook over the line.
Matheson with the puck.
Biden able to handle that pass. Punched around the board. Suzuki. Back to
Matheson.
Oh,
and then
fans.
Heineman fans on that shot. Matheson sent it towards the net. Van Riemsdyk had intercepted it, and Van Riemsdyk will get the clear. That is the end of the Montreal power play, but they do have possession.
Oh,
Carrier sent it just wide. Duhaime dumps in the puck.
There you go.
Armia saved by Logan Thompson. And then Duhaime just turned over the puck to Anderson, and OV has to settle it down. 16:40 to go in the third.
Oh boy.
Sandine up the middle. Deflected in. Gooley, first on. Suzuki versus back for Gooley.
Gooley with the puck. Slavkovsky will just carry it out. Slavkovsky able. Gooley misses the net on his shot.
Just Washington is just not able to handle their speed.
Chikrin with the puck. That wasn't icing. Okay. Slavkovsky has to pass it backwards to Gooley. Gooley will just let everything settle down.
I would just stay back there until they made me move. Kill every second.
Sandine able to send it up ahead. Mangiapane on the rush over to Leonard. Leonard has the puck taken away by a Jack guy. Sandine dumps the puck in.
Ooh.
Man, I'm pretty sure that was offside. So I wouldn't have celebrated too hard if
right. Oh,
Jesus! Could you
just too hard? Don't they get it back?
Could the Caps please recollect themselves?
there is a turnover, so much pressure on the back check to prevent them from gaining speed in the neutral zone.
Demidov tried to get a shot.
Held in.
New Hook unable to connect with the bouncing puck. Matheson gets the puck taken away from him. Wilson will get the clear. Strome with the puck. He waits, passes. Wilson shovels it wide.
Oh!
Wilson
God
levels
dang.
Carrier.
He skated right into that. Oh no!
Oh, Duhame.
Oh no!
It is in.
Oh!
McMichael has tied the game. Oh boy.
What's Dovish complaining about?
Probably goalie interference. So here's the huge. Right up in the heads.
That was high, but probably not too high.
And then Duhame and McMichael.
Is he gonna say McMichael had his skate on his pad? Watch his skate.
No, I don't think that's
I mean, I'm
made
just saying
contact.
from Dovish's point of view.
$13:21 to go.
I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, it was.
Nope, you're doing it.
No challenge there.
Challenge there.
So
Yeah.
now it is tied at 2, thanks to Connor McMichael.
Damn it.
Mangiapane with the puck. Over to Lars Eller. Lars Eller with a nice move. Eller still with it. Jack-Eye stayed with him and forced him to turn it over. Evans on the rush. Driving to the net. And then Logan Thompson gloved the puck.
On a commercial.
Yeah.
We help with car.
What?
Nothing.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Game is tied at 2. God, the game is tied.
I know.
Multiple sclerosis in adults. Ponvory lowers the number of white blood cells, lymphocytes, in the blood. Usually, this will return to normal within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping treatment. Ponvory can increase the risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rate. The most common side effects of Ponvory include upper respiratory tract infections, elevated liver enzymes, and high blood pressure. Starting treatment with Ponvory will begin with the starter pack. Ask your doctor about
Come on,
Ponvory or visit Ponvory.com to learn more. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, I'm trying to get my sternum to pop. Oh, okay. All right. What?
What?
You're looking at me like you're asking me something.
I don't think I was.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Montreal. The Canadiens did score on that last man advantage, but the third Christmas game kept them on the power play, which begs the question, what's going on with the capability kill?
Okay.
Top 5 units during the regular season. I suspect that
All right. Oh. Austin's asking about Kings and Oilers. If Kyle wants to do Kings and Oilers, he could do it. I think I will be headed to a decent bedtime tonight because Donna was here and she left today. She's getting sick, and I'm feeling like I need to get to bed at a decent time tonight because I got a long week because there was stuff I didn't get done last week because Matthias was here. But Kyle's welcome to call it if he wants to stay up and have a bachelor party. Of course, we don't know how long we're going to be here with this game.
Yeah. Anderson sends it wide.
Really feel like they needed to hold that lead.
Oh man, that was very close for Anderson.
Yep.
Beauvillier did manage to send it on net and then gets rocked. Lane Hudson with the puck. Hudson fires Logan Thompson to save. And now the Capitals will head the other way. Sandin sends it around the boards to Tom Wilson. McMichael chooses to send it to the point. Oh, Dobish had to make the save against Pierre-Luc Dubois. Yeah. Anderson, it just goes right.
Great shoulder hit on Beauvillier. We have seen several crosses absolutely flying here in this game tonight. You see the edge though,
11:31 to go in the third.
So far, Montreal has owned the third periods in this series so far. We're trying to generate some more shots on net to break the tie.
Capitals send it wide right off the faceoff. Roy and Pierre-Luc Dubois has the puck taken away from him. Jack Guy now with the puck. Apparently, Carrier has not returned since taking that hit from Tom Wilson. Matheson waiting, it goes wide.
Oh, close.
Mangiapane sends it up ahead, and the Caps will get the clear, but are unable to get past the defense, most likely because they were going on the change. Caulfield held it in. Suzuki with the shot, but now it will roll, clear down, and it's icing by the Capitals.
Now the Canadiens having a discussion as they set up their offensive zone face-off.
Suzuki and Pierre-Luc Dubois in the face-off circle. Suzuki won the face-off. Hudson sends it just wide. Matt Roy and Pierre-Luc Dubois have both been on the ice for well over a minute. Puck out of play with 10-11 to go.
Boy. We are going to over.
Because you were busy not missing hockey. Watch in-game highlights, stories, and post-game recaps.
Oh.
Cole Caulfield has been outstanding this series. His third goal of the series. That put Montreal up 2-1 at the time. One of his idols is Martin St. Louis. He wore number 26 in minor hockey because he admired what Marty did during his NHL career. Smaller in stature, as is Caulfield, and just 5'8".
We have to do this face-off again.
And we'll do it again. St. Louis was not involved in coaching in any way other than coaching his youth team in the Montreal area. When he got a tap on the shoulder, a phone call from the front office in Montreal, asking him if he'd take over.
Capitals win that face-off. Now it's sent in, or did it go out of play?
I've mentioned the description, the mindset a couple of times, but it's come up so often. We talked about these guys trusting themselves, right? Whether it's Caulfield, we mentioned it as well with Jovic coming in to trust his training.
10:02 to go in the third.
Understanding of his players and what they need to play an intense style of hockey, but also the freedom to be creative to set yourself up for success.
In particular, Caulfield heard this over and over from Montreal the last couple of years, learning how to win, learning how to play winning hockey.
Mangiapane with the puck for the Caps. Van Riemsdyk keeps it away from the Habs, and he sends it up ahead. Stretch pass. Mangiapane. Gouli keeps him from getting a shot on goal. Now Lars Eller fighting for the puck. Any time now, Caps, you could collect it. There we go. Heineman with a foot race against Van Riemsdyk, and it leads ultimately to Habs possession in the Cap zone, but not for very long. Strome over to Van Riemsdyk, who Strome with the puck. He waits. He will go behind the net, roll around. That pass deflects and allows the Habs to clear. Anderson saved by Logan Thompson. Oof.
Oh boy.
I'm going to use the restroom.
What? Where the hell are you going?
I need to use the restroom.
All right, you say so. You say so, Kyle. Go ahead.
Allopurinol is approved for adults with bipolar 1 disorder with acute, mixed, or manic episodes. Unlike some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness are not common with Fanapt. Fanapt may be associated with serious side effects. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis treated with antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death. Fanapt is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. This is a meal. Melty, cheesy, flaky, toasty. Lunch just got croissant-tastic. Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It just feels good at Panini.
All right. Hi, Simon.
Hey, Simon.
Makes huge saves on grade A chances by the If you look closely, that is a serious.
Most likely the answer to will we do Edmonton and LA is no.
I see. So you're out too?
I mean, we don't know how long this game will last.
Okay.
Matheson shot saved. McMichael sent it over to Tom Wilson. It's a potential 3-on-2 for the Habs. New hook centering. What a save.
Logan Thompson, jeez. Looks pretty good for a guy on one leg.
Logan Thompson with the big save there, but the Habs still control.
Oh, kept it in.
Still kept it in. Now it's cleared.
7:55 left.
Anytime you see Demidov in the offensive zone, he has a very wide base that allows him to protect the puck and use his deception. Very noticeable.
Added to the roster with just 2 games remaining in the regular season, it did not look out of place.
Habs stumped the puck in, but it stalls. Simon says, hey, Jaws, Kyle, I said hi back to you guys. Hope you guys are doing well, and it's happy Sunday.
Yeah, it's a good game. Good day, good game. I know Kyle's looking forward to triple overtime.
Beauvillier
No.
shoots. Saved by Jobish, I believe.
I don't like this.
Chikrin nearly screws it up. Now he sends it around to Strome. Strome unable to hang on to it. Beauvillier trying to get the steal. Caps will get possession back. Surinaf asks, do we want Washington to win or Montreal to win? I wanted Montreal to win. He wants Montreal to win. I want the Capitals to win.
Oh.
I want the Capitals to destroy them.
Well, destroy is that horse left the building.
What? The gentleman's sweep is still possible.
Whoa.
Mangiapane. Surinaf says, I want the Blues to win and the Canadiens to win. Nothing wrong about that, right?
No.
Well, I do want the Blues to win because the Jets seem to be beating themselves again with Hellebuyck suddenly forgetting how to goaltend when the playoffs come around. McMichael trying to feed the puck to Tom Wilson. Sandin unable to hold it in. Roy able to separate the Canadiens player from the puck. Sandin settles things down, passes up ahead to Tom Wilson, goes over to Pierre-Luc Dubois, who can't succeed in really getting it into the zone. Matheson skates through center ice, sends it into the corner. Chikrin passes the puck away from him.
Under 5 minutes left.
Radish with some speed. He does have help
Watch out.
Dowd with the puck. Over to Chikrin. Chikrin over to Carlson, who just sends it around to Dowd. Back to the blue line. Carlson flips it behind the net. Reverse. Cavs finally clear the zone, but Chikrin will keep it in the Capitals' possession. He dumps in.
4 minutes to go.
No, they do not rule that icing. Van Riemsdyk collects the puck. Stretch pass all the way to Strome. Mangiapane!
Oh, no!
Mangiapane has given the Capitals a 3-2 lead.
Oh. And Dovish, that's
Bell Center is gone dead silent.
damn it.
A beautiful shot by Mangiapane. Gets past Dvorak and past the glove side of Jakub Dobiš. Rielson was yes, woohoo! Kate says woo!
Damn it. Damn it.
Does Montreal have another response in game 3? It appeared that momentum was about to shift.
Yeah, the Canadiens fans do not look happy.
No.
Because with it being this late in the game, unless the Habs answer right back, they will have to pull Jobish at some point. Another heavy collision. Oh, it's a steal! Oh man, Dubois had it right in front of Dobish. That was almost 4-2.
Yep.
New Hook tries to pass the puck along. We are at 3 minutes to go. Oh man, Logan Thompson makes a save. Hudson with the puck. Matheson, Hudson, saved by Logan Thompson. 2:47 to go. Another commercial.
Commercial right now?
Apparently, they want to torture you.
Oh, come on. That's a tough one for Dovish to give up right there in that moment. Feel bad for the dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it was Logan Thompson that's returned for game 4 and not Monty.
You redefine what's possible for everyone, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Can I ask a question? What is she breathing?
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead.
So,
damn it. I'm trying to lift through the rest of the game for them, but damn commercials. Kyle.
What?
This is definitely your fault.
Why? Because I'm rooting for the Capitals?
Yes, and because you won't stream the second game by yourself. So then you put out the juju. You wanted to go to bed. So now we're going to have overtime. Take 5 overtimes. Damn it. Come on, TDS, get it together.
All right.
All right.
With one more game to come here on TBS, the Kings and the Oilers. LA looking to take a 3-1 series lead.
That Kings Oilers game hasn't even started yet.
No. I guess that's Dobish on the bench.
Yep, Dobish is the net is empty.
Net.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Duhaime scores on the empty net to make it 4-2 Capitals. That was just a bad pass by Hudson. I mean, Hudson just directly
you
passed.
can't panic in that moment. Just get it deep, use the boards. You just can't panic like that in that moment. And he's a rookie. And that's the end of that.
2:39 to go in the third. Jamison says Caps might have just gotten through to round 2 on that empty net goal.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Extras says, where could I watch the game? Well, it's on TNT, TBS, and Max, and the Habs have emptied the net again.
Well, yeah, I mean, no sense not doing it now.
Hudson over to Caulfield. Shot blocked. Hudson keeps it in the zone. Caulfield over to Caulfield, and that's out of the zone. Chikrin. Carlson able to clear the puck.
Turnovers by the Canadiens that you just can't afford at this stage of the game.
Extras asks, is it free? I think you'd have to pay for whatever.
Yeah, no, you have to pay for whatever streaming service is
whatever
on.
streaming or satellite service is on. Simon says, "Hey, Jocelyn." Kyle says, "I think you guys are having are funny entertainment by disagreeing what you want to do after this game if it ends with no overtime." Let's see.
Oh no.
Tom Wilson will score in the empty nets. I'm sure the Canadiens fans are going to be completely reasonable about Tom Wilson scoring on them.
Damn, he had a 2-1 lead, man.
I don't think there were many that predicted he would have started here tonight in Game 4. But the thing that Spencer Carter credit his team, he said, you know what, we're always a
All right, so less than a minute to go.
his team is. And despite there being times in this game where it felt as though the Canadiens had some momentum, the Capitals stayed very
I'm not going to lie, I was concerned after the Habs had made it 2-1.
Yeah, difference in experience and not having the experience.
Chance to win the series. They have not won a playoff series since winning the Stanley Cup in 2018. It's a veteran group. Won the top seed in the Eastern Conference. And despite a raucous environment.
So ultimately, the Habs will be ending up in the same position as the Sens, with the series 3-1 headed back on the road for the lesser seeded team. All right, so the Capitals win 5-2 to take a 3-1 series lead. Now,
I'm gonna go yell at the camera and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I haven't decided.
Okay.
You could test mattresses like this, or join the millions of customers who have found the right mattress using our bed match diagnostic system. Entirely up to you.
If
Where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store.
Adonis says, guys, I just turned on the stream. What the hell happened to the Canadiens? The Capitals woke up. Well, Jakub Dobish the go-ahead goal for the Caps is one that Jakub Dobish was going to wish he had back for a while. All of the series that have played 4 games in the East are 3-1, and all of them in the West are 2-2.
All right. Okay.
I had an idea, perhaps if the people on the stream watching right now combined super chat for $100, we will stream.
We ain't doing anything.
We will.
I'm going to bed.
I will stream
because you
Kings
get to sleep
Oilers.
till noon almost every day while I'm up working. You can't make me. I'm not responsible for my son.
Like I said, we're still on the fence. Amanda inspired this. Amanda was very, very kind and very generous when she super chatted $100 at a time for us to continue streaming on certain nights. But I totally understand whatever happens. I'm just happy for the Capitals. The Capitals getting the victory. But yeah, what do we think about tonight's the Capitals getting the victory? The Capitals take a 3-1 series lead against the Canadiens, with the series heading back to Washington. All of the series that have played 4 games in the East are 3-1, and all of them in the West are 2-2. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, thank you again for the multiple times that you've super chatted. Jack Crick says, "Sorry, Kyle, for my French." I think YouTube might have deleted whatever your first message was, because I did not see any message from you, Jack, before you saying sorry for the French. Sorry for your French. So, Gabriel says, "Evening, Kyle. I was curious, are you by any chance Scottish or German heritage? I was curious because my brother has a cool German name. My mom's side of the family has a lot of Germans. Yeah. My mom's side of the family is German, and I take a lot of physical traits from that side of the family." Jack Crick says, "Well, Kyle, seeing how things are going, you guess that means Florida wins tomorrow to go up 3-1 in that series." Yeah, I hope so. So if you had to predict, how will Game 5 go in Washington between the Capitals and Canadiens? Do you think the Capitals are going to win this in 5, or do you think Montreal wins on the road to stay alive? Jameson is thinking Caps also win 5-2 in Game 5. That's pretty cool, Gabriel. I do not know any German-speaking relatives. Like, I'm pretty sure the members of my family who would have spoke German, who live in the States or have long since passed.
Oh, yeah.
I probably have a bunch of distant German cousins, though. And also because of my dad's side of the family, cousins in Spain, France, Venezuela, maybe a few in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we got people all over the place.
Russia. Okay.
All right, so you're done too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yes. I'm sure we got late nights coming up this week.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, yeah, let's not overkill ourselves because I'm sure we got some late nights coming up this week. So
Exactly.
yeah. All right, everybody. Appreciate all the super chats. Thank you all for all the support. I'll be live tomorrow at noon for sure. And then right back here tomorrow night for Panthers and Lightning. Panthers got to get their ass back in gear. So
Yeah.
all right, everybody. Good night. Go enjoy the rest of your night. It's still early.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.